Hello again, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for those that have subscribed. This is the online science tutor. I'm Ogenetiga Caroline. I'm a graduate of Petroleum Engineering Technology from the Petroleum Training Institute, and I'm a Nigerian. Okay, I started this channel as to actually fulfill an obligation to West African students, to science students of West African origin, especially at secondary school level, and sometimes, and even for some that are in primary school level. And the reason is because I didn't really get so much proper mentorship. I didn't really get so much guidance growing up secondary school wise, and because of that, there were some things I would have attempted to do that I was scared of doing them because I felt it was way beyond my league. It wasn't something that I could do. Yeah. So somehow, I had a flair for engineering, mechanical, electrical, and also a flair for medicine growing up. But I also had a fear for science. I know you can relate. Yeah. I had a fear for science, and it was a burden, a big burden, because I didn't really have like a guard or a guide to tell me that this is doable, this is achievable. It's not out of reach, it's not out of placement for you. Yes, you're a female, but hey, come on, there's so much more you can do as a female. This channel is geared towards educating and also enlightening most female students to know that the STEM courses are not just for guys. Okay? To make you know that your dreams are valid. You're a female, you want to become a pilot, and you're told that pilots, you actually need to read science, so you actually need to have good grades in chemistry, physics, biology, mathematics, and you need to be good. And you're like, wow, chemistry, I've read so much about it and it's difficult. It's not. Yes, that's why you came to this channel today. I came to demystify science for you. Yes, you. So, it's not. And that's the journey we decided to undertake as the online science tutor. For those of us that have subscribed, I want to say a very big thank you. I do not take it for granted. I am most grateful. Thank you so much. Sincerely, I am most grateful. And for those that are yet to subscribe, for one reason or the other, what you're waiting for, please do subscribe to this channel. It will mean so much to me. Sincerely, it will mean so much to me. And today we'll be looking at a very interesting subject. Yeah, the mother of all sciences, I know, right? Mathematics. So I want to believe you're going to learn a lot from it. It's going to be a privilege to take this class. Yes, I don't know, consider it a very light one. So today we'll be looking at a subject under the mother of all sciences. So anytime I say the mother of all sciences, please know that I'm talking about mathematics. Okay? All right. I got it there. Yes. So mathematics is actually the mother of all sciences because every other science is going to depend on it to run. Okay? All right. So we'll be looking at a topic that is very foundational. It's a topic that you're going to build on for every other aspect of science you're going to do. Okay? So I'm talking about nothing other than place value. Place value. The place value for numbers. Okay? All right. So let's go over to the lecture. Okay. To help us in actually having a way to remember very fast when I talk about place value, I'm going to give you a very simple hack, a simple method to guide you to know, okay, if I'm working on this, what should be my place value for this number? Because most times you're going to see questions like a number is going to be given, and then you're going to be asked what is the place value of a particular digit in that number. That will bring me back to introducing you to the idea of digits. So for digits, we have the digits ranges from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Every other digit you're going to see is going to be a repeating pattern. And of course, sometimes we use 0. Okay, so 0. So for these are just positive digits. Positive digits. Alright, so these are positive digits. So your digits is going to range from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so every other number you're going to be seeing, you're encountering in mathematics or even in engineering, is going to be a derivative of this. What I mean is, it's going to either be a multiple of this, an addition of this, a combination of this, either or. Okay, so every number you're going to work with is going to range between 0 to 9 as a digit. Okay, so in these digits, when writing place values, please, a very major thing I want you to take note of is your place value. It's dependent on the numbers of digits after the particular number you are asked to look for. I know I've been speaking science, but don't worry. When we start doing examples, I'm very sure you're going to cope very fine, because we're going to simplify everything in a very simplified manner so that you don't have any challenges whatsoever with anyone, okay? Alright, so anytime you see a number that ranges between 0 and 9 and it's just a single digit, we say that number is in the units. So we have units, which are numbers that are made up of single digits. So for example, 2 is a digit, 5 is a digit, 7 is a digit, and they are all units. When they are not in combination with any other, when they are just standing alone as single numbers, they are units. So their place value is going to be under units. So when we're talking about the place value of a number, we're actually looking at where is this number ranking in let's say in a profile. For example, I'm going to have a graph like let's say this is unit, tens, hundred, thousand, a 10 of 1,000, a 100 of 1,000, a million. If you are given a single number and you're asked to find the place digit of that number, I want you to write that number out and then try to identify using this. Mind you, this is for positive numbers. Positive numbers being that they are numbers that there's no decimal point. They are not after a decimal point. They are before a decimal point. So when you are given a number, write it under this particular profile. Just know unit, tens, 100,000, 10 of 1,000, 100 of 1,000, million, 10 of million, 100 of million, billion, like that. If you do that, you can easily pinpoint the place value of that number. If, for example, okay, something very critical I needed to point out before writing out our example is that in mathematics, we always start counting our numbers from the right hand side. Okay? So that means that if I'm solving whatever I'm solving in math, I'll start my working from the units. I'm saying this because of those that may not have had a very good background in mathematics going forward. So they sometimes are seeing students that You give them a mathematical equation to solve, and then they start something as simple as addition, yeah? And they start adding up from the thousand position to the unit. If, for example, I ask you to add up six, so if you are given a number like this, for example, and you are asked to add up the sum, and then you decided to start working from your 100 position. So, going by this, we have units, tens, and hundreds. If you start you're working from your 100 position and you decided to say, okay, 7 plus 4 is 11. And then you write 1, carry 1. Then 1 plus 2, 3, plus 5, 8. And then 7 plus 5, 12. And you do this, you're going to be very wrong. Okay? And the reason is simple. In mathematics, we start solving from our units. Please let that sink in. In mathematics, in any mathematical operation, so whether the operation is going to be in a subject like physics or in a subject like chemistry, provided it is a mathematical equation, you start working from your unit. That's why you must know the place value of a number. If you are given a range of number, for example, you are given like 3,973 plus 10 tens plus 700 plus 1 unit. Arrange every number serially according to from unit to the very last. If you do that, you have a higher percentage of getting your answer correctly. So we're going to take our example now on place value. What is the place value of 8 in good. So if I have a question like this, what is the place value of 8 in? This should give me 1,358,702. If I'm given a question like this, what you basically do is come back to your units. So I'm going to do unit, tens, hundred, thousand, tens of thousand, hundreds of thousand, and of course my million. And I'm going to place every number in its order, starting from where? Yes, you got it correctly. Starting from the unit. I'm going to place every number in, starting from my right to my left, starting from my unit. Okay? So this is 2, 0, 7, 8, 5, 3, and 1. So if I've done this correctly, you see, I can easily know where my answer is. So I can simply say 8 is under 1,000. Simple, right? Very simple. Simple. So whenever you're given a number, I just want you to do this. Just write out your ascending order from units, tens, hundreds, thousand, tens of thousand, million, tens of million, whatever the number you're given. Write out your number line like this, and then impute the values you're given. Don't forget, starting from your unit. So if you do that, you'll be able to easily pick out where the place value of that particular number should be. Another way that this kind of questions can be asked. So this is one way that a question can be asked. They can give you the numerals, that's the number in question, and they can ask you, what's the place value of 0 in this number? Place value of 0 is under 10. If you are asked, what's the place value of 1 in this number? place value of 1 based on what you've done, it's under million. If you're asked what's the place value of 2, under units. Place value of 5, you can locate it, 10 of 1,000. Place value of 3, just like that. Simple as ABC, right? Alright, so this is one way you can be asked questions on the place value. Another way that place value come into play is you can be given a number in words and you are asked to write it in its numeral. So we're going to take that example. If you are given a number in word and you are asked to transcribe or translate it or write it in numeral, what do? It's still the same simple rule that you're going to follow. Nothing is changing. You're just also going to write it and from unit to tens to 100 to 1,000, imputing everything the way it should be based on the number you're given. Okay? Alright, so let's take another example to portray that particular point. So we'll have okay, so our question says, write in figure 3,903,000 2 tens and 5 units. 3,903,000 2 tens and units. I'm going to look for my highest number. So it's going to determine my highest number from the question given. It's going to determine where I'm going to stop from. Starting from units, tens, it's going to determine where I'm going to stop. So based on the question I was given, I know my highest number is in million. So I'm going to write from unit till I get to million and start placing each number in its order. Okay? So if I have this unit, tens, 100,000, tens of thousand, 100 of thousand, then I have million. I was told that under million, there's 3. So I'm going to come here, 3, and impute 0 everywhere else. Because 3 is under million. And then I'm going to look at the next number, 903,000. That's 900,000 and 3,000. So I'm going to come under 100 of 1,000. And then I'm going to write my 9. Good. And after that, I'm going to look at the next number, 3,000. 3 is not under tens of thousand. It's not under 100 of thousand. It's under 1,000, just normal 1,000 because it's digits, just one digit. So I'm going to locate 1,000 and then I'll place 3 there. Okay, so under 1,000, I have my 3 here, 3,000. 2 tens. So under 10, I have a 2. So I'm going to come to the tens position and then I'll place my 2 and then 5 units. 5. So you do a sum up to get your final number. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5 gives us 5. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 gives us 2. 0 plus 0 plus 0 gives us 0. 0 plus 0 plus 3 gives us 3. 0 plus 0 gives 0. 0 plus 9 gives 9. And 3 plus 0 gives 3. So my final answer should be 3, 9, 0, 3, 0, 2, So this gives me 3,903,025, 2 tens and 5 units. Alright, it's simple and straightforward, right? Alright, so that's basically what you do. You just need to go back to the expanded form of the number, write out every digit you're given, and then try to locate it on its position in the place value. Okay, so I already stated that you can be given questions where a number is given and you're asked to find what's the place value of this number in this particular, what's the place value of this digit in this particular number given. And another case scenario is this. So you can be given a number as a word problem, and you will have to solve to get to this particular point. And the best and easiest and most accurate way is for you to go the way of the expanded form. Yeah, I know some people like answering questions in just 2 lines. You don't want to do all of this. You don't want to do, why should I come and be looking at, okay, it's under number, it's under billion, it's under this. But what I want to say is, your accuracy is critical, okay? So when it gets to working in mathematics, an error of 0.5, an error of placing 2 on the tens instead of in thousand can change the whole thing. An error of making mistakes of placing a number under 10 of 1,000 instead of 100 of 1,000 changes everything. So please, in as much as you want to work with speed, let accuracy also be a watchword, okay? Alright, and on a final note on place values and numbers, how to identify where your place value should be, what I'm going to say is actually a summary of everything I've said so far. And that's the fact that, number one, when you're working with place value, you need to know that we have 9 basic digits. With 0 we make it 10. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Anytime a digit crosses, there are 2 digits, it goes to a 10. So that's why generally kindergarten students read it as 1 and 0, 10. 1 and 1, 11, 1 and 2, 12, and like that. Any number that is made up of 2 digits is under a 10, provided there is no decimal points in between them. Okay? So, for example, we have 9 and 9 will be under a 10. That's like 9 tens, 9 units. Then 2 and 0 will be under a 10, 20. 5 and 7 will be under a 10 because they are 2 digits. So anytime there is 2 digits, you know you're dealing with a 10. Okay? And then anytime there are 3 digits, once a digit increases to 3, you are dealing with 100. For example, 100, 100, 121, 999. Provided it's 3 digits, without any decimal point separating them, you're surely, most surely, dealing with 100. So anytime it's 1,000, it's made up of 4 digits. So the 4th digit from your right to your left is your 1,000. So for example, if I have something like this, 5320, my 4th digit is 1, 2, 3, 4. My 4th digit on from right to left is my 1,000. So 1,000 has 3 preceding digits. So you see that 5, it can be zeros, of course. So it can be 5000. Provided the zeros after the 5 are up to 3, it's as simplified as it can be. And I want to deliver you go value from this video. Alright, if you did, please like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any question whatsoever on this topic, please do drop your questions in the comment section. I'll be more than glad to attend to them. Okay, and yes, please recommend to your friends. If if you're also having challenges with your career-wise, questions on things as vast as what should I study? I have a passion for art, but I have a flair also for medicine. What should I study? What are the courses I should do at this level? I didn't really get that proper guidance when I was at your level, and I would really love to help you along your life's journey. And final note, if you have a desire to become, let's say, a medical doctor, and you were told that for this course that you've decided to read, you're going to need to study chemistry, physics, mathematics, and do a bit of biology and all of that. Please don't let the thought of science and mathematics, or even further math, scare you. They are as simple as you just saw. So please drop your questions in the comment section, like this channel, subscribe to this channel, give it a big thumbs up. I'll be glad. It will help the algorithm. I'm really grateful. So thank you so much. And this is where we're going to draw the curtain on place value. Of course, except if you have questions and you drop in the comment section, we can always do a revised edition. Okay? You have a wonderful day. Still, continued education. Peace.